Hey, what's up, dudes? My name is Peroz, and welcome to my new house. Today we'll be doing an iw6x cinematic tutorial, or a COD Ghosts cinematic tutorial, and there'll be a little bit of fucking around today. Okay, maybe no fucking around. I don't know. But anyway, first things first, we gotta thank Slys for his amazing movie mod. It's been around for a while, but I don't think it got the attention that it quite deserved. So thank you, Sly, for your wicked mod. We appreciate the work you put into it. And unfortunately, as time went on, some things broke on the mod, and he has not worked on it since he has released it. So yeah, we'll jump straight into it. The first thing you're gonna need to do is go into the description and get all the shit. So in there, you'll have an invite to an invite or a download link. Oh fuck, sorry. To iw6x. There's a torrent for it. It is a torrent. I personally use Qubit for torrents, but it all works and it actually downloads decently fast. And check out all the other shit that he's got. He's got some editing resources. You know, he's got all the good stuff. So thank you, Tucker, as well, for being my main man for that shit. And yeah, so the next thing you'll need is this. I don't actually really know what this is. It's just like a little launcher you need to actually be able to launch Ghosts. And I'll have that in the description as well. And then obviously Slys movie mod, which will be in the description. So if we go to where we have installed our Ghosts, which will be here, and it'll pop out like this, you'll drag this little guy into here. And he'll just be here, and then you can open it with this, and you can play single player, multiplayer, and you can even play Extraction, which is quite nostalgic for me. Alright, so when it comes to installing the actual movie mod, you want to find this folder here, iw6x, inside your full game folder. You have it here, and then you want to make a Lua scripts folder, so it'll be lua-scripts, and that'll be inside the iw6x. And you want to open that. Open up your Slys mod that you got, and then drag Sly MVM and stick it in there, and away you go. Right? And then the next thing you want to do, if you want to use reshade, I know some people aren't too bothered because Ghost already looks like an amazing game. You want to click on this little fella here, and then you want to go show more options, go send to, and send it to your desktop, which will create a shortcut. And then with the shortcut, if we right click it and go properties and go to the shortcut tab, and then go, and then go target, and then at the end where it says exe, you go space, a little dash or a minus, whatever you see it as, and then go multiplayer. And this way you'll, like when you go into the game through the shortcut, you'll go straight into multiplayer and reshade will actually load. Game changer, that one. I don't think too many people knew about that one, but that's how you get reshade to work. So you've got the game, you've got the mod. You're raring to go. So the first thing you actually want to do before you just go is you want to read the README, because the README has a lot of great things in it. And the way he set this out is like really nice. So he has the command, and then an example of the command, and then what the command does, and then a little bit more information here and there, which is really good, really good. So make sure you just have a quick skim over this shit. I know lots of you don't like reading, but it's definitely gonna help. And once you've done that, you can open the game. I mean, if you're anything like me, the first thing you do is open the game and go shoot at some bots and get some like crazy like nostalgia feeling going. That's what I did. I spent a few hours just running around shooting bots. Now, for some people, the serverless loads servers. Unfortunately, mine doesn't load the servers. So if yours loads servers, yeah, go do some trick shotting and shit. Go play some TDM if it's popping. So the first thing you'll notice when you load in is your name isn't your name, and you'll be level fucking nothing. So if you open your tilde, your console, and you go unlock stats, boom, done. That'll unlock you max prestige, max level. And then if you go name, space, and then change your name to whatever you want it to be, it'll change. So if I go there you go, you can see it change my name there. Alright, so now we can go into the private match. And so Sly is a great man, and he's made like an INI file for like private match. So everything, all the settings will be perfect. You'll have like unlimited time. The bot's health will be set to like 50%. Lots of good stuff like that. So you don't really need to worry about changing too much game modes or anything. You just need to change the map you're on. And we're going to go to Strike Zone, of course, because that is a nostalgic map for me personally. And I'm going to put 2 friendly bots on. And the reason I use the in-game bots instead of spawning them in with the mod is because when I spawn them in with the mod, they all look like Captain Price. They all have the same skin and the same head, which is not really what I want personally. And the in-game bots, they pretty much work the same. So we'll jump straight in. Alright, so we're in. We'll choose whatever one we want. I mean, I guess it depends on what kind of skins you want to go with. I'll jump in Federation, so they have the Ghost skins, and I'll just choose like a whatever class, this one here. And these are my buddies right here, Bukowski and Edwards. And these are going to be horrible names to type in when I need to do stuff. So we'll run up here, we'll just get into a nice little spot here, right here. This is the cinematic spot right here. Alright, so a couple of things you definitely need to know is binds. Binds are going to be huge for you in this because all the cinematics are done live. So you'll have to make a bind to like kill them, unfreeze, or whatever you may need. But making binds is quite easy. And one of the first binds we're going to do is Sly_function space camera. And we're going to make a bind for that because this gives us our cinematic camera. And mine is personally bound to N. So if you don't know how to make a bind, it's super easy. You just open your tilde, go bind, space N. Sorry, my alarm is going off somewhere. God damn it. Alright, so sorry about that. So if we go bind, space N, space, and then we use little quotations. And we go Sly_function space camera. And you can bind this to whatever you want. But if you don't know how to bind stuff, that's how you do it. Pretty simple. So if we bind that, we press N, and we can jump into our little cinematic kind of camera here. Alright. So I'm doing this tutorial assuming that you've done, you have a little bit of experience with other Call of Duties. But I'll do my best to explain everything properly. So now that we have our cinematic camera bound, we'll start freezing these players and getting them to where we want to get them. First I should actually go through a little bit more functions, so we'll go through lots of the function commands. So we go Sly_function, and then we can go timescale, and we can set that to like 0.5. And you'll see everything's quite slow. And this is kind of how you make like sort of frags or like demo clips, if you know what I mean. It's yeah, it's pretty cool. Alright, so now that we got that out of the way, you can bind this also. I have mine bound to T. And you can see in the top right hand corner gives you text. Timescale is set to 0.1. So that is pretty damn slow. What other functions do we have? There are a couple of other functions, but those are the main ones you need to know, as I like to keep these tutorials simple and straight to the point so you guys can just get out there and start making cinematics for this underrated game. So now we'll jump into some bot shit. So if we open up the scoreboard on the right hand side there, you can see that. That just makes it so you can see the names. So if we go Sly_player, you'll see there are quite a few commands. A nice amount of commands here, and then I'll go through them all. So you've got add, clone, freeze, health, kick, kill, move, unfreeze weapon. So add will add how many players. So if I went like this and went add 2, it would add 2 players. Clone will just clone whatever player you choose. So if I clone myself, it'll make a little clone of me there. But this is how you get rid of dead bodies. So you just clone yourself a bunch of times, and then where did I go? I'm not there. Magic. So if you got dead bodies in your way, you just clone yourself. And then we have the freeze command, So we go freeze, and then you can type in the player name, or you can go freeze all. And you can see on the minimap there, they just stopped. Which is perfect for getting a little collat cinematic, which is what I think we're going to do here. So if I go, now that they're frozen, if I go move, and we type Bukowski, he will move to our spot, right here. Yeah, that looked like a Bukowski. Alright, and then we'll move old mate Edwards up here. We can do move all if you just want to move them all into its spot and maybe, I don't know, get a grenade kill or something like that, I don't know. So we've got them in the spot, ready for the little collat cinematic. And we'll be using the kill command. So I have this bound to K because all the cinematics you make are live. So as the camera moves, you need to like press K and kill them and it'll carry on, you know. So there's not really other player commands I really need to explain. It's all pretty self-explanatory. There's kick, which will kick a player, and then unfreeze, and then weapon. It's so self-explanatory, it's so good. You can see it on the right side, it says you've got to do the player, then the gun. Which, with the death cinematics, I don't really mind what gun they have in their hand. So, we'll get straight into doing some cinematic stuff. So, now that you've learned a bit about the bots, we can jump into doing cameras. So, cameras are interesting. You want to jump into your little Sly function camera mode. And we'll just go for like something basic. We'll just start from here. And you want to open your tilde, your console, go Sly underscore cam underscore node. And then what number node? So we'll go node 1 because it's our first camera. And you see a little machine gun pop up, which is pretty cool. And you can go up to 10 nodes with this. So we'll choose our next spot, maybe like right here. Node 2. Node 3. Node 4. Node 5. So something like that, right? Pretty basic going. So you can see your little camera path, it's looking good. And jump out of it. You can see it's even numbered, which is pretty sweet. I didn't show you actually how to, well, you know how to bind things, but I know some people like to see this shit. So if we go bind, K, speech marks, Sly underscore, player underscore, kill, space, all. And that'll bind K to kill like every bot. So now, to play this slick camera path we have here, there's actually a few ways we can do this. Just make sure you don't play the camera path while you're in this function camera mode, because it will not play. You need to be just like this. So if we go Sly underscore cam, or is it cam? Yeah. Sly underscore cam mode space. And you can see at the top right there, we have linear, Bezier, clear, save, load path. Personally, I don't really care about the save or loading the path. You can save your path and like stick it somewhere else. But I personally don't have any need for that. I just make another path. Could be good for time saving if you're that kind of guy. So you have linear and Bezier. So Bezier is like easy ease, like smooth. It'll have like nice smooth camera path. And linear is like straight harsh, if you know what I'm trying to say here. So linear would be good for just like a straight camera, and Bezier is good if you have like going for like dolly kind of feeling scene. So we'll go slide cam mode space Bezier, and then we'll choose the speed. So we'll go like 2, and you'll see we get stuck into the camera bit here, and it tells you when it's starting. And you go pretty cool, not bad, right? Not bad. So now this is where the kill command comes in handy. So depending on what kind of cinematic you're going for, you want to change the timescale as well. So if I go Sly underscore function timescale, and we'll set it to like 0.6, just so their animations of them dying are a little bit slower, and we'll increase the camera speed to like 3. Now, the thing you need to note is that changing the timescale a lot will change like how the camera works. It might like finish or cut off early, which is not particularly something you want, so don't change the timescale down too much. It's better to have like a slightly higher timescale and a faster camera, because obviously you don't want to be like going fast in, slow, fast out, and then have like the player's fucking animation speed speedy as fuck. So this is when I would like slap my record button. When we're ready here, we press enter, and then we have our finger ready on K to kill the bots at the right time. We wait for the right time, and then we just kill them. It, obviously, you see what I mean by having the timescale different. It cut off some of the old camera path there. So now I need to clear out all the shit. So I'm gonna press up here to go through some commands, and I don't have it. So we'll go clone. Forgot that I changed my name. And we'll just spam out a few of these guys to get rid of the mess that's on the ground out here. There we go. Alright, so we're going to use timescale 1 with a faster camera path. And we'll get ready to press K. Something like that, you know. Obviously fiddle around quite a bit, because you never know, you might find better methods than me, but this is what I've personally been doing. So that's how you get death cinematics. Running cinematics are a little bit different here. Let me kick these guys. Kick Edwards. I'm sorry, Bukowski. How dare you? Alright, so apparently when you kick bots that you've put in yourself, like from, you know, how we put our bots in, they just respawn when you kick them. So now we have a little fella running around. Well, we'll just go to a different cinematic spot. We'll just go down here. So this will be actors. Now actors, like Modern Warfare 2, they do have a pre-cache. And I haven't fiddled around with this too much because everything just seems to be somewhat broken. So if you, that's not the right folder. So if you go into here, your scripts, your Sly, you'll be able to see the Sly pre-cache. And I will actually have a link in the description for all the models and animations and weapons in the description. Be aware, of course, some of them don't work, some of them might break your model, this and that, blah blah blah, right? You guys know about that stuff. So you've got some weapons here, you've got the models and animations. So yeah, that's where all this is. Not bad. If you want to fiddle around with all that, go for it. I had to play myself and couldn't figure anything out. So we'll spawn in our actor here, and he spawns on our body. So we'll go Sly _ actor _ create space 1. And 1 will be the name of the actor. And he always spawns in with the same head. And so far, I cannot find a way to change his model. Some models do work, like there is a infected one that works. I'm not sure if I'll be able to find it. I think it's in the readme actually. If we go to the readme real quick, just so I can show you examples. If I scroll all the way down to the bottom, we can see here, this command right here, the body, infected, and head. So if we do Sly actor, oh wait, I think I copied the whole command. Yeah, so Sly _ actor _ model space 1, which is the name of our first actor, and then body head, same as Modern Warfare 2, and that will change to this guy. Now, like I said earlier, a lot of things are broken, and giving them weapons are broken. Like you cannot get a weapon in this guy's hand, and my music just stopped. How dare you? Yes, I'm still watching. Alright, so you cannot get a weapon into his hands, or at least I can't figure it out. I spent hours the other night trying to do it, and I even contacted Sly, and he just said some things are broken, unfortunately, and he hasn't worked on it. So you can't put weapons in their hands, but that's where you got to get a bit creative with your camera angles and those things to sort of hide that. I mean, when I uploaded my short edit onto Twitter, no one said anything about him not having a gun in his hand, so I mean, so we've got our actor here. we'll pretend like he's holding a gun. So if we go Sly actor, you get to see a bunch of commands. So there's weapon, which is useless. There's animation, which is what we want, and then there's attach, which attaches like models and things, which I can't get to work either. Sly actor clone, haven't tried that one. There's destroy, which destroys it. You can stick FX onto them as well, which I haven't tried because I'm a basic motherfucker and I just need a guy running for a cinematic. And then you've got move and node, which is what we mostly want to use. So if we go Sly underscore actor underscore node, and then we'll just turn around because we want him to run this way. So once you got that command in, you go space 1, space 1. So 1 is the actor, and the next one is the first node. So he'll start from here, and we'll have him finish his run over here. So we'll press up to bring back the previous command, and we'll change that 1 to a 2. So this is 0.2. And you can only have like 2 nodes down at a time. So he'll run from here to there. So we'll go Sly underscore actor underscore move, space 1 for actor 1, and then we'll choose his speed, which would be like 3, and then we'll press enter, and he moves. And he looks like he's ice skating right now because we don't have a animation for him. So let me quickly pull up the animation lists I have, and we'll just slap a quick one on him. There we go. And we'll just pretend like he's got a sniper in his hand. So you can see we have our leftover camera path up there too. We'll just clear that and go Sly underscore cam underscore mode space clear. Boom, clear that. And so we will play this now. I think, what do I have this bound to? There you go. So that boy be fast as hell. So I need to change my bind. So if I go bind, plus or minus is what I personally have this bound to. And we'll make him a bit slower. We'll go to 4. Is it higher the number? I can't remember. There we go. So the higher the number, the slower they run. So that's perfect. 4 is perfect. So bind, whatever key you're comfortable with. Speech mark, Sly underscore actor underscore move space 1, which is our actor. 4 is the speed. So now we have this bound. We can go ahead and make our cinematic, and hopefully this motherfucker doesn't get in the way. Right. So let's start to place a little camera. Should we? We'll go behind him. We'll get a little bit of that sun action in there. So if we go Sly underscore cam underscore node space 1, and then I'm just gonna press my bind for him. All right. So it's not the greatest placement for our first one. And we'll go node 2. Just keep replaying the animation to make sure I follow him decently. Four. Replay the animation so make sure I'm still following him nicely. 5. 6. I'm gonna go up here as well. Why not? So if we play his running path, you can see it looks decent enough, except for obviously our first dog shit node there. So we'll jump out, and then we'll get ready to play this shit. So we'll go Sly cam mode Bezier. We'll go like 2 or 3, maybe 3, and then we'll just keep the timescale normal and see how we go. So my camera path was a little bit too fast. We'll go 2. Play that again. Yeah, look at that shit, boy. Yeah, it was beautiful. That was really, I enjoyed that cinematic. And obviously you can change the timescale. I'll just do this because why not? Function, we'll go timescale. We'll go like 0.8, so there's not much of a difference. Okay, let's set it to 1. No, 0.8, fuck you. No, fuck you. How dare you? Did I not type that in right? No, it's whatever. You guys get the gist of things. Anything else I'm forgetting? Sly underscore. That's pretty much it, man. It's just all live. it's all live stuff, and for the most part, this will work if you're doing a team Taj and you have a handful of ghost clips in there, which I probably doubt you'll have. But I think that's it for this tutorial. If I missed anything, I'll put it in the description, or I'll make a post on Twitter. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you guys in the next tutorial, whenever that is.